making sure I get all the liquid. Once I reach like 7 cups, I have to do something on the stove. Tap the brick and then it says ready to scan. And I scan. This is the bread.
Is for you to maintain your range of motion. Good. Set yourself up. Big breath. Ready? Push. Good, you did it.
Just got back from my workout. I work out at my neighbor's house on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and it is something I've been doing since October. She's a personal trainer, so I'm so grateful to her because I set out with a goal to heal postpartum and like strengthen my core and all of that and my pelvic floor. But then I also was like, I want to lift the barbells. I want to do that. I see these strong girls and I like really want to try doing that. We've been working on it and I just feel really happy that I can like do that too now. I'm gonna get dressed, cleaned up. I've got quite a mess over here because Keira had her first birthday party over the weekend and we had like 60 something people here and it was so much fun. It was like a big family reunion. We got really beautiful, generous gifts. She loves this tunnel. Look how cute this tunnel is. The Peter Rabbit tunnel from Gather from our friend Rachel. So yeah, I'm just kind of like doing a lot of laundry. I'm gonna bake my next loaf of sourdough. My friend Janae gifted me some cheese cultures from her husband's grandfather. Her husband is Ukrainian, so I would assume it's his Ukrainian grandfather. It's called farmer's cheese. There's actually like another word, but I have to look it up on my phone, but it's like a specific type of cheese. And so I've been straining these cheese cultures every day and I'm making kefir and then I'm gonna like do the next step on the stove. I'm still like learning, but anyways, I'm like, whoa, who am I? I'm like making bread, I'm making cheese, throwing parties. Anyways, I do have to get back to work today because I have some deadlines. I leave for Korea in 4 weeks and I'm not gonna lie, I feel a little bit overwhelmed wondering how I'm gonna get everything done before I leave the country for 2 months. So I'm gonna go get dressed and my mom is coming to help me today. My brother is also in town. His birthday is this weekend, so we'll be celebrating that. So we got a lot going on, but I'm so grateful for my mom because yeah, I was like, Mom, I've literally got 4 weeks. And usually when my brother's in town, I don't see her for like 2 weeks. Or I mean, I see them, but she's not able to help me with Keira for like 2 weeks. So that would only leave me with 2 weeks of help before I go to Korea, and I'm like, that just can't happen because I've got like legit deadlines. Look how beautiful this little rainbow is. This is my sticker. It's like a little decal that I got. Keira likes to look out the window. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna get to it. Hi, Looney. You're so beautiful. Bump, bump. Hi. Hi. Hop in, stop. I wanted to wear a cuter outfit for this vlog and I wanted to put a little makeup on, but Keira doesn't want me to do that, so this is the look. You're always so much cuter than me, but that's okay. I love it. I love dressing her up every day. It makes me so happy. I think there's a quote, like, behind every well-dressed baby is a mom wearing athleisure. We're ready to go into Korea because we're gonna take a nap. Mama's gotta make her matcha and bake some bread. Woody. Are you laughing at Mama because she doesn't know how to make bread? Is Mommy silly? There we go. I don't know, what kind of design can I make on here? A square? I've seen some squares. That's good enough for me. Usually Andrew can help me, but he's working. I do not like doing oven things with her. Let's put it in for 45 and see how that looks. Keira slept about an hour and a half. I'm really hungry right now. I'm gonna eat some leftover chicken with rice, lentils, and quinoa. I've been doing like 1/3 cup of rice, 1/3 cup of lentils, 1/3 cup of quinoa, and it just like gives me some more fiber and things. I don't have any greens right now. This is just my snack, and I'm gonna eat lunch later. This is the bread. I don't know if it's like einkorn flour that it doesn't make like a big poof, but it tastes really good. I like the process that I'm doing currently. It works well with my schedule, so I don't really care to change anything. Snap. I'm still cold. Hey, Jason. Remember to take your shoes off, okay? Come here, girls. Let's go outside. Calm down, please. This is the reason I have food today. My mom made a tuna salad and lentil soup, and then I made bread, so we can cut some of the bread. This is my brother. It's almost his birthday. It's almost your birthday. How old are you gonna be, Jason?
I'm 36.
36? 37. I was gonna say, you're not.
I'm
37. My
37.
brother's gonna be 37. All right, let's eat because I'm like shaking. I started to eat that leftover, my quinoa rice, but it's just so bland. I was so hungry, I couldn't even like smile. Like I just felt so like, no, I'm happy again. Yeah. Thank you for feeding me. Okay, today Keira's eating some chicken with a side of sauerkraut and lentil vegetable soup made by my mom. Keira, you ready to eat? Sometimes I'll just put a little bit like on the plate because otherwise she might throw all of it. So we'll just space it out. I am just using the paper plate from the party. I just need to catch up on dishes. Past me would have like never, like I didn't even have paper towels. I was so strict about being as sustainable as possible. I don't think I've really like talked about this much on the internet, but like the level I held myself at, I just felt so much guilt, and now I find a lot more ease for myself knowing that like it doesn't have to be perfect. Especially in motherhood, you really have to like just be more gentle on yourself. You're doing the best you can. Yeah, I've learned a lot. Okay, this is what we have left, which is pretty good. She ate most of the chicken. She ate all the sauerkraut. She always does. And then did not like sweet potato. She ate lentils, and that's about it. Oh, feels good to sit down at my desk. Isn't this the cutest little Humboldt cookie from Keira's first birthday, her toll? It's the last one. Soaking it all in before it's in my belly. Back to work. I have got to buckle down. I've got so much I need to prepare and schedule and just be done with and turn in before I go to Korea in 4 weeks. And I have things I need to do to prepare for my Korea trip as well. So, oh my gosh, I'm like, definitely need caffeine for this. Was she standing and she almost took a step? Keira, are you gonna walk before we go to Korea? What are you doing? You're gonna be a little athlete. Ready? Catch your balance. She was just standing up holding the balls.
That was the.
I have a lot of work to get done, so I'm gonna focus on that. This is Keira's last nap of the day, and I really hope to really get a good chunk of writing done. I have to turn in a deadline by the end of today. So if I don't finish it, I'm gonna have to come back when Andrew gets off work, which is around like 4 o'clock. Hopefully I can get it done. It's 2 o'clock now. Gonna really get into the zone. Andrew found a bushel of Clover's hair in his office. She's in her shedding season, and like the amount of hair coming out of this dog is like insane. All right, Keira slept for an hour, so we're gonna play. We're gonna play with your tunnel. I feel pretty good because I turned in something that I have been working on for a long time, and I'm excited to get feedback. Okay, let's go play, Keira. Mwah. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. Let's eat a snack, Keira. Keira's getting some cheese and pears, and I'm also getting cheese and pears, but with some pecans. And then I'll show you guys how I'm making my cheese that my friend gave me. I haven't like officially made the cheese part, but I'm making like the kefir. You want some pear? And some cheese. Before having Keira, I really cared about clutter and just making sure that my space felt not overwhelming, and so I really gravitate towards like natural tones and just more minimal decor or functional decor, and I use a lot of bins to organize things, and I don't like to buy just a ton of stuff and just have it all on display. And that has not changed since having Keira. Definitely we have way more stuff that we need for her, or like toys or things like that. But I think we found a really good groove of how to organize it. And also I'm trying to be super mindful about what enters our house, especially after having the birthday party. We got really cute gifts and toys and things that we're definitely going to use, but it didn't feel excessive. And we also got lots of books. I feel like you can never have too many books. And I've just been reflecting on like how it's changed and how like, you know, we swapped out different furniture for things that are just safer for her. And I just look around and I love it. Like I was telling Andrew the other day, I love seeing toys scattered about. It's just so joyful. Our life just feels so much more vibrant and colorful and playful. And there's just something about it that's like kind of healing my inner child as well. I gravitate towards color, but like more like softer palettes, pastels with like natural tones and things that just already complement our home. And I don't know, I just really love it. It feels like so joyful. And I don't even miss like my old coffee table like I thought I would, because when we put it away in storage, I was like, oh, I really love this coffee table. Andrew and I used to eat dinner sitting on the ground every night, and we don't like sit in front of the TV and watch shows while we eat anymore. It's more something that we do in bed, which by the way, I'm watching Solo Leveling. It's an anime that is very popular, and I just look forward to watching it with him every night when Keira goes to sleep. So we just like share AirPods, and she's sleeping between us, and we're watching one episode. I like that they're short. I'm just like so sleepy by the time I get to bed that I fall asleep really quickly. So unfortunately, I can only make it through one episode at a time. I don't know where I'm going with this, but I'm just kind of sharing thoughts that have popped up recently. More? This girl is so hungry. She wants 3 meals a day. More pear. Okay. She's going like this. This is what happens. Like I don't even like make my own plate yet. I feel like I'm just feeding her so fast, and everything I put down, she like puts it in her mouth. So it's like I can't even keep up. I am definitely not opposed to like doing more of the like organic processed snacks from time to time, because there's just no way I can keep up with this level of hunger. And when she's hungry, she's like, you better give me food in like 0.5 seconds before I flip out. Anyways, I'm gonna eat my snack. I'm just doing quick cleanup while you're eating your sneaky snack. Snack, snack, snack. Yummy, yummy. Done. Can you show me patience? Finish chewing, chew, chew. 1 sec. All done. Yummy. Yeah. Let's wash your hands. Other side. Now, Mama has to do some laundry. You want to help me? Let's do it together. Let's work together to clean up. Probably don't want to be in this right now, but we're gonna go do things. So this is a hip carrier, Mama, etc., which is funny because my Substack is called Mother, etc. It's an Australian company and it is a hip carrier. I use the ring sling a lot, but it's not as fast. I know sometimes the fabric is just like a little finicky to get it perfectly positioned. So I wanted something really fast and easy to put on. And I'm gonna bring this with me to Korea because I'm not gonna bring my tush baby. We use our tush baby all the time. We use our tush baby all the time. It's kind of bulky and it's just like another thing that I have to bring. I'm just gonna leave it at home. So I'm gonna bring this instead. So we're gonna do some laundry. We're gonna do Dad's laundry. He needs a little help. Do that. Mom dropped some whites in here. We're not doing whites. Let's do whites separate. Just do colors. We are washing clothes by color. So this is a light color, light color, light color, dark. Dark, light, dark, light, dark. I just narrate everything. I don't know. She actually understands a lot more than we think. Today she said balloon like 5 times. She said balloon, balloon, balloon. That's a duster. And I don't remember if I said this before, but I like to put a scoop of borax or 2 in Andrew's because men are like sweatier. It just like stays in the clothing. This really helps get it out. We use that a lot. All right, on to the next. So I'm going to show you my cheese routine. This is an Eastern European kind of farmer cheese, also called Tvorog. So maybe Tvorog. Tvorog. I don't know if the T is silent. My friend Janae's husband, Vadim, grew up with it in Ukraine, and they used it in lots of different family recipes, like cheese pancakes and cheesecake. So she's gonna share the recipes with me, and I'm just following the steps that she gave me. She wrote me an email. So I've been doing this, and this is how much kefir I have. So I'll show you how I get the kefir. Also, this is not a tutorial. I just wanna show you the cool thing that she is teaching me, and I just have to do it. So it continues on. I had left this on the counter for the last 24 hours, and you can see it's like kind of thick. So I'm just gonna pour it in here. And now I'm just straining my kefir, I believe. Looks like cottage cheese. It's the cheese cultures. And it smells sour but not spoiled. That's what she said it should be like. So I'm just making sure I get all the liquid. I scoop the cheese cultures and put it back into the jar. Then I just fill the jar with whole milk and put the lid back on, and I let it just sit on my counter for the next 24 hours. So that's the cheese cultures. And then I pour my kefir into the jar. So that's what this is. And once I reach like 7 cups, I have to do something on the stove. So I haven't gotten there yet, but probably tomorrow I should have 7 cups. I'm excited to move on to the next step and actually get to like the baking part. And that's it for now. And next I'm just feeding my sourdough. So I'm just gonna pour half of it in here. Then I have my discard in here, which honestly, I need to start putting these in the fridge because I don't want to keep making so much bread. Everyone has a different way of doing sourdough, so it was really confusing for me, and it still is. But basically what I do is do like equal parts flour, equal parts water. So I do about 30 grams water, 30 grams flour, feed it, and that's it. I leave it on my counter. And then I stir her up. Then I just put her back on my counter. She does not have a name. I haven't had the brain cells to think about a name, but let me know what I should name her. I also want to name my cheese. I'm gonna keep this on my counter. I actually think I'm gonna keep a little bit of this in the fridge just as like a backup. She's a little wild child. And And I have no idea what I'm gonna do when I go to Korea, because I'm gone for 2 months. How long can I keep it in the fridge? Can I make it go dormant? Would love all the tips. Let me know in the comments. Andrew's got Keira, so I'm gonna go back to work for another 30 minutes because I've eaten away my time feeding my pets here. Okay friends, I just got a good chunk of work done. My goal is to have like 2 months worth of newsletter content batched. So that's for my Substack and for Slow Brew. Also like leaving space for real life events and things, but I'm gonna have like the bulk of it done. So when I go to Korea, I'll just know that I have content lined up for the newsletters, but I will be able to like write in real time if I have something I want to say and talk about, which I'm sure I will, but I want to mostly focus on writing my book while I'm in Seoul. So that's why I really just want to like batch all this and be able to just enjoy my trip and focus on just the book for my work. And then everything else will be like living life in Korea. I'm gonna make dinner for Keira and I'm just gonna eat tuna again because it was really yummy. I haven't had a tuna sandwich in a very long time. So I'm gonna have that again for dinner, and wanted to show you guys this thing that we bought called Brick. Essentially, it's an app that you download and it will block apps on your phone that you just don't want to access. You cannot bypass it unless you physically come here and scan your phone. And I love this because it creates friction, and that's the only way I can really distance myself and not just like go on here to check another thing. Like before dinner, we're gonna brick it so that we don't have any temptation to check the news, check Reddit, check social media, email, like whatever. I have blocked like any of those juicy apps, and the only thing I can really access is like my text messages or like WhatsApp, my calendar, but like I can make calls, like things like that. But you just kind of choose what apps you want to block. So anyways, I'm gonna show you how to brick. So we just tap the brick and then it says ready to scan, and I scan, and then that's it. So now you can see my apps are like grayed out, like Substack. If I click on Substack, it says this is a distraction and I cannot bypass it. Another thing about Brick is I have a schedule so that it's called my wind down schedule. So Monday through Friday from 8:30 p.m. it will automatically brick my phone without me scanning it. It's been such a great tool to just be like, you know what? I don't want to spend my night scrolling in my bed when I could be reading my Kindle or watching Solo Leveling with Andrew, which is what we're gonna do tonight. I bought it, it's a really great tool, and I'm just telling everybody about it because it's different than anything I've encountered before, and it's really simple. There's no battery to charge, it's just like a magnet. So anyways, thanks for catching up today. Hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
I gave Jules a line, now she's making me say it. Saying Brick, it turns your phone back into just a phone. You can tell it what you want to block. But for me, it's like news, social media, things like Reddit, Instagram, and also games and like Discord where I'm like chatting with my friends.
Games is a big one. Andrew loves his phone games.
A nice little idle game for you.
You've kissed her so many times.
I love them.
It's so sweet. I love it. Okay, good night. Bye-bye.